Welcome to the second and final part of this Rome Total War hot seat. Human players versus human players on all sides. And if you remember in the last one, the Seleucid Empire collapsed and this region was dominated by an alliance between Egypt and Armenia. Egypt and Armenia have now both expanded, landed into Europe. Egypt, as you can see here. I believe in the last episode too, Egypt or one of them took Sparta as well. We got the Romans here as well, doing kind of okay. Carthage have landed here and taken Macedon. Got a little colony on the coast going. Always good to see. And of course this part of the map up here, players can't access that. That's blocked off. We got the Macedonians surviving, who originally I was rooting for, but yeah, I don't think they're going to win it now. And I do have some inside information, so Carthage, where are they going to expand? Well, the Carthage player, Mergor, was the guy who sent me these files. And as you can see, he's allied with the Romans and the Spanish. So where's he going to expand then? Because there's very few places he actually can. Now, Mergor's plan was he knew Egypt and the Armenia player were going to be really good. And he knew that they'll probably be allied together. So what he and the Seleucid player planned was something like the Seleucid Empire, to get the Seleucid Empire weak, let them take all the land, and because they'll take it so fast, they won't have time to split it in a fair way. It's like free territory, so they're both going to like dive in to try and get it all. But it seems that kind of backfired. What he wanted was the Armenia and the Egypt player to turn against each other, because of all that land and fight amongst themselves, killing off one. And then he believes that another player could have stepped in there, taken the territory and won. Otherwise, like, apparently these two players are guaranteed to win or something because they're just that good. I don't know what. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was something like that. So yeah, just interesting insight into some of the diplomacy there. So he tried to destroy the Seleucid Empire on purpose, get them fighting amongst themselves, but unfortunately for the rest of the world, they got super strong and decided to ally together and win it as a team victory, so yeah, big boo-boo there. And just like that, one turn later, Macedon is dead. Larissa fell to the Greeks, the Egyptians moved up this way, and the rest of them just went rebel. They probably lost all their family members. That's unfortunate for them. So these two settlements are now open. I bet Dacia's done a step in there. What's Dacia gonna do? They're not in a good spot, I don't think. And the Romans, they're probably getting worried at this point. Rome right now could win it on this side, but Armenia and Egypt are going to have something to say about it. And yeah, once they start landing troops down here, which they've got their ships coming, it's going to get a bit scary for the Romans. Oh, they can't fight a front down here that will destroy them. Like, this is just 5 easy settlements right here. Very valuable ones as well, right in the open. But I bet they'll probably go for Egypt first. Or maybe not, they are human players after all. They might go for Greece first, but as they're human players, they might try and take out the stronger targets maybe. I don't know, we'll find out. Constantinople has fallen to the Egyptians, wasn't that an Armenian settlement? Well, Armenia has taken Athens, which is also quite a big thing. Nothing else happened on the map, no. I swear that was an Armenian settlement. They're still allied. Maybe they traded it. Maybe it went rebel. I've got no idea. Yeah, I got no idea what happened there. Maybe it wasn't Armenia, maybe it was like Greek or something, I can't remember. And remember to stay to the end of this episode, as there's going to be a time-lapse of the entire thing. So if you like the time-lapses, remember to stay to the end. Whew, look at that expansion. That's just one turn from the last. Wow, first of all, Dacia took both of those, well done to them. That's much needed land for them, I think. This was Armenia before, I did a double check on that. But this here. So Egypt went and they took Sparta, Corinth, and Thermon on the same turn. Got more troops there as well. Yeah, Rome you didn't have to get some troops to southern Italy, because if Greece is falling back fast, they're coming for you next. The Greeks did manage to retake Armenia though, but that's a big hit for the Greeks there. They went from 4 right down to 2, and Rome lost one as well. And the Gauls have made a bit of a comeback, taking Lugdunum. Maybe Rome's having to pull some troops back a bit because of Egypt now. I don't know. And just like that, it's changed again. It probably looks like I'm skipping 10 turns every time, but no, this is just 1 turn each time I show you it. The Greeks took Thermon and Corinth, and the Egyptians took Apollonia and Thessalonica as well. Or did they have that before? Actually, yeah, I think they already had that. What else has happened? Anything else big? No, everything else looks fine. It's all peace in the world right now, except on this front where it's just brutal. The Egyptians and the Armenians trying to take this Greek territory. And it doesn't help that they're both allied together as well to try and bring down everyone else. Ooh, Egypt has now allied the Greeks. Interesting. That's good for the Greeks. That's what's keeping them alive, but if I was Egypt, I'd just keep on pushing. Like, these 4 settlements here, very few troops guarding them, just throw some troops in there, and yeah, get the easy, valuable settlements, I think. And Crete as well. Why is Crete the most highly defended of them all? Some Egyptian troops here. What are they going to do? Some Armenian troops as well. Right, Rome, I've got some reinforcements down here. But there's not many turns left. From what I see, there's only 2 or 3 turns left of this HotSeat campaign. And then I'm guessing some players quit. Rome took Lugdunum back. Ooh, this map's looking beautiful. I'll start over here first. Start with the boring first. Alright, so Dacia lost 2 settlements here to Egypt and Armenia. It's nice to see that they're sharing the territory still. The Greeks still normal on that front, but they're still allied. But here we are, they landed. Egypt took Tarentum, Armenia took Croton. Now there's a large Julii Roman army here, ready to strike. But all these spies and assassins. But I don't know where they can like take either one, but probably can only take one of them back. They've got a ballista in there as well, so that should be easy for them to take one. The Gauls took Lugdunum and Nabomatius. Well done to them. Like, are the British even playing? They've done nothing this entire campaign. Same with the Germans. Well, the Germans have done some stuff, but the British are yet to move. Same with the Spanish as well. I think we've seen the Spanish do some stuff, but the British, I haven't mentioned them once yet. They're just sat here. I think they even started with this settlement as well, so they haven't done anything for the entire campaign. It's just getting crazier and crazier. Dacia loses another 2 settlements to the Egyptians. Armenia take this rebel settlement here. Or maybe it was Dacian, can't remember. They're forming a conga line of spies, but this green one just had to be awkward, and he was turned around, like, slapping his sword onto his fist, ready to beat him. You idiot. That just looks funny, that's all. And yep, Egypt moved forwards. They took Capua. They destroyed that Roman army somehow, and Armenia took Messana. Carthage, made some big mistakes there. They've lost Lepsis Magna themselves as well. Ugh. We've got one more turn left. You won't believe which team's gonna win it. And here we are at the final turn. Dacia down to 1 settlement. Arinmidum. This settlement here fell. Ariminum. I had speech issues as a kid. Leave me alone. Okay, so yeah, that one fell. Rome is getting surrounded now. That's probably done a that's probably got a few turns in it. The SPQR has quite a lot of troops there. Syracuse, that fell to the Romans, but yeah, not much happened really. And that is it. The final turn. Well done to Dacia and the SBQR for getting the win. Really well earned. Well done. Well done to, of course, Egypt and Armenia. Still allied, I'm guessing. Yep. Oh, they're spectating as Egypt now as well. How's their finances looking? Super rich. They're not having any issues there. I think that's just because I'm spectating. Yeah, just a little look into some of their settlements. Where's their capital? We'll look into that. Where is it? I'd have moved it into Europe, I bet. Alright, Salamis. Yeah, some decent stuff there. Nothing too special. It's weird to see. I don't really get to see the... I'll get rid of that. I don't get to see the Egyptian roster that much. I've never really played as Egypt before. It's just not my type of faction, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of this hot seat. Thank you to all the players. Most of them should be linked down below. If you find a faction without a player linked to it, then that means that faction changed hands about 5 or 10 times or something like that. Only the ones with players linked, like those players there, played for like the majority of the hot seat. That's just how some of these are. The lose players, the game players, stuff like that. Generally speaking, if you start a hot seat with 15 factions, 15 human players, chances are by the end of it only 4 or 5 of them would still be playing, and like actually make it from either start to finish or like die as a human player. Most of them leave. Which is unfortunate, but that's just how they are at times. If you do want to take part in hot seats, then I know Mergor is running some more Rome Total War ones. Actually, I don't think he's running like any more anytime soon, but you know, join the hot seat hub. There's bound to be a spot open up for Rome Total War or basically any other. As I said, players do leave a lot, but they open spots up so that people can join. You might like join in 10 turns in as like the British, for example, in something like this, but you know, that's not too bad. So if you do want to join that, then Hot Seat Hub will be linked down below. I'm there as well. Or there's also my Discord where there's sometimes hot seats, but we won't be starting one until I think January. Yeah, our next one's in January, I think. Hope you've enjoyed. Subscribe for more. Share if you know anyone who would be interested in a hot seat spectator thing like this. And enjoy your time lapse.